Hello. Okay, so I am popping in here to share something with you guys I think is really valuable. It's one of the biggest copywriting mistakes that I see therapists make with their websites, and I want to tell you what to do instead. I work in my coaching, in my one-on-one coaching. One of the most common things that we do are website copywriting, like evaluations and audits and things like that. Part of that has to do with getting really clear on who you serve and then having to adjust your copy to match that. And part of it is just really just making better copy to market to your clients better. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see clients or therapists making in their copywriting is they'll have a really great write up for their specialty pages. And then we'll get to the part where they talk about like what they help clients do. And it's very like learning oriented. You're going to learn these things about yourself. You're going to develop insights about this. You're going to understand that. And it's like, okay, that's important. I mean, that's a huge piece of what we do, right? We help clients understand and have insight around what brought them to where they are. But a lot of therapists like stop there. They stop with the insight and understanding language. And they fail to talk about transformation language, like change language. They fail to impart the piece of the transformation that includes application of the things you learn in therapy. And so when you're talking about what it is that clients will do in therapy and what they're going to get from therapy, we need to not only talk about the understandings that they'll come away with and the insights that they'll have, and the things that they'll learn, but also like to do in order to do what? Like, what is that actually going to help me achieve or do in my daily life? So, for example, we might develop a better understanding of the events in our life that brought us here. But then to what end? Like, what, and then what? But a more tangible concept is that we're going to restructure your relationship with the events of your past so that you can relate to them differently and create a different future. So there's like tangible, positive, action oriented language in there that demonstrates that like they're going to get something they can use and implement. And I get that this is really challenging as a psychodynamically oriented therapist, as somebody who's really open ended, who doesn't tend to use a lot of behavioral interventions. It can be hard to put that into words. But I do know that through the process of people understanding their history, that we can rewrite their relationship to those events so that they can create a different future. And that feels tangible. That feels possible. That feels like something they're going to take forward with them, that they're going to get out and that's going to make a real change for them. And so as you're writing that part of your website and as you're talking about what it is that clients get out of therapy with you, pay attention to whether you're using just understanding and insight and learning language versus tangible outcome oriented language, and start to infuse more outcome oriented language into your marketing and into the way you talk about your practice. So that's my quick tip for today, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.